What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video, and I had to get this quick hit in because, oh my gosh, are you going to be blown away by the statistics when it comes to Animal Crossing New Horizons on the Nintendo Switch. This game is a flat out killer and a system seller. It's a killer app system seller. It is the definition of that for the Nintendo Switch because these numbers are absolutely phenomenal. So we've got the first 3 days of sales numbers in Japan for Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, this isn't any other country, it's just Japan, and check this out. It's not even digital too. It's just physical in stores with lockdowns and with issues with what's going on in Japan. To see this many people still get their hands on this game physical is absolutely crazy. And wait till I tell you guys the console sales numbers for the Nintendo Switch. Those are nuts. So Animal Crossing New Horizons has sold 1,880,626 units in its first 3 days on the market in Japan, setting a new record for the Nintendo Switch and also the franchise. No other game has sold that many copies in its first week ever on the Nintendo Switch. Think about that. Look at the games that we've had. We've had Zelda, obviously that was launched. We've had Mario. We've had all sorts of Pokemon. We've had everything. But to show you the growth of the Nintendo Switch system and how popular it is, pretty much everybody else just needs to give up in Japan because this is absolutely crazy. And check this out. Not only did it set a record for Switch in terms of week 1 and also for the franchise itself, the Switch plus the Switch Lite sold 392,576 units, nearly 400,000 units in the same week. That is greater than the Nintendo Switch launch in Japan. And this was aided by a brand new color, right? You have the coral and also the AC bundle, which is sold out and being scalped everywhere for prices $550 plus, with the average of being around $600 for that. I have a number of things to say on this, guys. One, this is absolutely phenomenal. But two, I think that this is being aided, obviously, by what's going on. People want to have social interactions with people, and this game facilitates that. This game is not a game where you go around and run and kill people and shoot people and hit people with stuff, although you can hit people with the net in this game, so there is that. But this is a game about social interactions in a time where we can't have social interactions with people because we are boxed in, we are quarantined, we are put in certain ways. So I think that that was aided. That has boosted this game up. In a very bad time in terms of how things are going, this game has been that light for people. You can send messages, you can make custom designs, you can interact with people. There's voice chat on the app if you want it, or you can just use Discord. There's so many ways that this game kind of takes up the space or takes up the feeling for actually being with somebody, right? Whereas you can just do it in this game and you can express yourself in different ways, and you can hang out and you can fish and you can do all sorts of stuff. You can build things, you can be best friends, you guys can go treasure hunting, you can go fossil hunting, you can go on different islands and all sorts of stuff, right? So this game just facilitates kind of what's going on in the world right now and what people needed. And it's a game that I think that more people bought because we don't have those normal interactions, because it's not a game about going out there and doing crazy things, whereas you're just building this amazing town in this village and you can just play the game and it's addictive and there's crafting and there's just all sorts of fun stuff in there. So I think that the climate that we're in is part of the reason, but I also think that Nintendo Switch, it's been a while since we had one of these major games come out, right? Since last year, people are looking for that big new game to play. People are looking for that next thing to play. And if you look at Animal Crossing and the marketing, I think that even with some of the blunders that they've had, people complaining about One Island or complaining about not getting enough information, they did a very good job of just waiting, build the hype with that direct, and then unleash it right there, right, man? Then they just unleashed it, and that was the best way to do it, and we're clearly seeing that it worked because this is the biggest system seller that I've seen for the Nintendo Switch. Even Pokemon with the holiday season didn't even get to where this is right here. Now, yes, it was aided by the Switch Lite. Yes, you had that, the Animal Crossing bundle, that was also true as well. Whereas with the regular Switch Lite, that had a Pokemon Switch Lite, there was that. But the Animal Crossing regular Switch, which sells a lot, people really thought that was the best looking one. That was just amazing looking, the color, the design on top of the Switch Lite Coral, which I think people really love that. And the female fan base for Animal Crossing is higher than probably any other Nintendo franchise. So you have that Coral Switch with the Animal Crossing Switch on top of the social aspects of this game and tapping into new audiences that never bought a Switch yet. I guarantee you there are so many people who still play New Leaf or played New Leaf all the way up to this point that hadn't bought a Switch yet. So finding that extra market with this game, system seller through in and throughout, and setting records for the Nintendo Switch and the franchise. I think the Animal Crossing team is probably ecstatic. Nintendo just made a small fortune at this point, but it's not going to stop. Because guess what, guys? This is just physical sales, and that's what blows my mind about this. I mean, we saw what Pokemon did. That was 16 million in no time. This is beat that, this is beat that, but we have to see the digital sales, which the digital sales, from what I understand, are still really good. The digital sales on this are absolutely phenomenal. Nintendo is selling a bunch of digital copies of this game. It's #1 on the eShop. It's up there in the top when it comes to Amazon sales, and that's what I was talking about when I was discussing this with you guys earlier. I was talking about the Amazon bestsellers list. You can see kind of what a feel for a country is, because so many people use Amazon and Amazon Prime. You can see how games are selling without the Best Buy Gamers Club, right? People buy games from everywhere, but man, Amazon gives us a good indication of games that are just killing it in sales. If there is a physical version of the game, it just gives us a good indication. Every single time we see these huge blockbuster sales, you can check Amazon Japan, you can check Amazon Europe, you can check Amazon here in the US, and those games that we see just have great sales numbers are always near the top or the top game for long periods of time, just because of how much distribution and stock Amazon has, and people just want to get the game at their door, 2-day shipping, whatever the case is, or same-day shipping for the release of the game. Some people had their games delayed, but they still paid for it, so it's just incredible. It's incredible to see that, but more so than anything, the digital sales for this game are going to be what the true teller is, and we'll find that out. We won't find it out anytime soon, but it'll be in April when Nintendo talks about their year-end sales for the fiscal year Q4, and I'm thinking that this game probably had a record when it comes to digital sales numbers. I think this is going to be the highest sales penetration for the first month or for the launch of a Nintendo Switch game ever, because of the type of game that it is, because of what it does, just because of how it is. It just fits for digital. This is a game that you're supposed to play a little bit every single day, or you can play a lot, then not play for a while, then come back to it. You're probably not going to sell the game back or anything just because it's such a huge type of game. So I think the digital sales for this game are going to be pretty crazy once Nintendo shows off what's going on there. But I am just absolutely blown away by how well Animal Crossing New Horizons did, and I'm very happy for the development team. It's been a while. They need to make this money. This game has been in development for how many years now? I think they said 7 to 8 years, depending on the launch of the Japanese game, the concept and the planning for this game. So they spent a lot of time on it. Despite the simplistic look of the game, it is still a game that's in depth with tons of mechanics and takes a lot of time and takes a lot of testing to make sure that the game does not break, and it's their first HD game. This is a heck of a debut for a real Animal Crossing. We're not talking about Amiibo Festival and stuff like that, or Pocket Camp. That's an HD game too, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about HD console game. You need to develop way more into those games than what you do for spin-offs or smaller games or a mobile game, because Pocket Camp is nowhere near the size of a game like Animal Crossing New Horizons. So shout outs to the Animal Crossing team, to what they do. They made a phenomenal game that I'm still playing so much. I think it's an amazing game that more and more people are just going to get. I think the hype is getting to a lot of people. You're seeing people streaming the game, thousands of viewers across different platforms on YouTube and on Twitch and on Mixer. Well, maybe not Mixer, but on YouTube and Twitch, there's so many people that are streaming it in terms of having a huge audience. I've gotten plenty of people watching the game, and it's just one of those games to where people are just going to keep playing because they're going to add DLC, they're going to add events, and it definitely deserves these sales. But man, a new record for the Switch and for the franchise. The Switch having larger launch sales with this game, Animal Crossing. I have not seen that. We have not seen that in Japan since then. Even with the Christmas holiday seasons that we've gotten with big games, to have those sales be above it, just amazing, just absolutely amazing. So I would love to get you guys' take on this. What do you guys think about Animal Crossing New Horizons topping 1.88 million units sold, physical only in Japan, setting records across the board? On top of that, the Switch selling over 390,000 systems. Just incredible numbers. Let me know about all of that, what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the link in the description. We've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a follow and stay up to date on all the latest gaming news and information. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.